Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, I just quickly wanted to show you how easy it is to use Terraform to create a resource group in Azure. I hope you have already watched the video where I showed you how to install Terraform in a Windows environment. In this one, what I'll do, I'm using Visual Studio Code, okay, and I have a whole bunch of extensions automatically installed, not automatically, but I have installed from our extension marketplace, okay, and then Terraform is one of them. So what I'll do over here, let's just create a intro. Let's create intro tutorial. So that is going to be the name of the place where we are going to work on. And the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to create a new file. Call it a main.tf by convention. Okay. Now, so what happened? You see that the icon it changed. So since I have the extension installed, uh, here also you see the Visual Studio Code is identifying that I'm going to write a Terraform code because it's ending with the TF. So for here, if I just do control space, because I have this extension installed, I have so many things that are already coming up over here. So the first thing I need to do anything with Terraform, I need a provider. Okay, so provider, if I just click over there, it has given me a provider block. Now which provider I'm going to use? Again, I can uh, try to do a control space, didn't do anything. So let's try Azure ARM. Let's see, is Azure RM. Actually Azure RM is what we're going to use. Azure RM, that is AD, but I think Azure RM is what we want to use. Yeah, so it's already picking up Azure RM. Okay, if you click on move your mouse over there, it knows to take you to the Azure RM documentation. If you like, provider name is Azure RM on registry.terraform.io. So you're good to go here. Next thing that you want is a resource block. So again, I just typed RE and it has given me some suggestion. Just click on that one. And so here it's giving me the resource. And here you're going to put what kind of resource you want. And there's a long list of resources. Anything you can think of in Azure is probably there. So I'm going to start searching for resource group. Okay. And you see it says Azure RM resource group. That's exactly what I want. So I'm going to click on that, and over here inside this block I'm going to define what is going to be the properties of the resource group. So hit enter. So we know that there has to be a name property, and again if you type some, you find the suggestion this is a property that is allowed, and say call it tutorial RG. So that should be the name of my resource group. And you know the resource group always need a location, right? So let's give it a location and just call it est us. Okay, always use the double quotation. If you try to use a single quotation, I noticed that Terraform complains and does not process your code as a valid code. Okay, now that's pretty much it. So now I have a resource as your resource group and name, and then over here I'm going to save the file. So if you notice, I have only let's just go to the folder as well. We are working under intro tutorial folder. If I do a ls here, so I have only one file here right now. Okay, actually ls minus lah. I'll just do ls minus l. Let's see if that it does not take ls. Just stick with ls for now. So there's only one file right there, and the thing that you need to do here, let's clear this space just a little, and to initiate Terraform we're going to run Terraform, and then we are going to call init. So that should initialize the Terraform in this particular folder structure that we have. So it says initializing the provider plugins, and what it does, just create a bunch of other files in there that Terraform is going to use to track the code that you're having, then the state file and all that kind of stuff. So we'll get into more later, but now just know that the first thing that you need to do is once you have written a little bit of code, you gotta initiate that. So that's the init command you have to run. Now there is one thing that I have not showed you. I'll show you in a minute. So for whatever reason, my internet may be a little bit slow today. So yeah, there we go. So now if you see what happened over here, if you go down to the intro tutorial, I got a dot Terraform folder, and under here I have some other files that's got downloaded. Then I have a terraform.log.html that got created. So you don't need to worry about them too much at this time. Now over here, what you can do, you can call Terraform plan. Okay, one thing I have not mentioned, if you have a subscription, if you're working with, okay, you gotta do a easy login at this stage, okay, and once you do that, it will open up a new browser. Okay, in that new browser you have to authenticate yourself, and that's about it. Let me just pause this one, authenticate, and come back. All right, I have authenticated myself over there. So what it did, it gave me, okay, this yeah, this my subscription is enabled. Here is my tenant ID. Here is my subscription ID, which I'm gonna use in this one. Okay, let's copy this one. If you don't have to use it, but if you under the provider block, you can provide the subscription ID, and if you have a list of subscription, you can also put it in there. Okay? So that way you know that where it's going to be deployed. So here I didn't copy the whole thing, most likely. Subscription ID should be this one, so I copied the wrong one. So let me fix that one. There you go. So now I think I have the correct ID in there, subscription ID, and looks good. At this time, again, run another clear. So okay, so now the next thing, so we have already done Terraform init. Now we're gonna do Terraform plan. Okay, so TRAFORM and hit enter. So now it's going to, okay, so now the another thing I said that I didn't tell you, in the newer version of the Terraform, you need a feature block. And if you get this error, insufficient feature block, just come back over here, add a feature block, and just start typing features, and it will add a block. Okay, even if it's a blank block, it's fine, but you need it. All right, now go back and again run the Terraform plan, and this time the Terraform plan is actually doing something better. Check the, it says error parsing the result from the CLI, error waiting from the CLI, exists as one, subscription not found. So I still probably got a wrong subscription ID. Let me just go to my subscription portal.azure.com. Hopefully I'm already logged in, and quickly get to my subscription ID, and there we go. This is my subscription ID. That's what I thought I got, starting with CE, ending with B7 CE. Oh, I had some additional stuff in there for whatever reason. Okay, let's just fix this one and run the Terraform plan one more time. And this time, hopefully, we have fixed some issues. So what you're doing is you're really learning a little bit of troubleshooting at the same time, so which is always good. So now it's waiting. You didn't give me the error immediately, so which is good. So we have already fixed this error. Now we have fixed this error as well. Now our plan is running. Now plan does not really deploy anything, okay? So plan, it really looks at what you have in your Terraform code and what is this thing going to do when you really apply the plan to your provider. Okay, so let it think for a minute, and it will give us an output. That output would have information like what kind of changes it's going to make, if it's going to delete anything, update anything. And here it is. So it's going to tell me the Terraform use the selected providers to generate the following execution plan. Resource actions are indicated with the following symbol. Plus is for create. So it's going to create a resource, Azure resource group, with the name of tutorial.org. Location is going to be in East US. ID is going to be created, but it will be known after the Terraform apply. Okay. So plan one to Azure to change it to Azure. So if I run the Terraform apply now, there's one thing that will be created. So let's just do that. Terraform apply and hit enter, and let's see what is going on. While this apply is going on, also notice that over here now we have a terraform.state file that also got created, and that is going to be very important for you to uh, keep an eye on. And this is the file where Terraform keeps the state of your deployed resources. Okay, very important file. So let's just give it another minute or so, and that should deploy our resource group using the Terraform. Now I'm going to keep doing more additional videos, and our Terraform code will become more and more complicated. But let's just do yes over here. So now it's saying, okay, before I'm going to do this, are you sure? Just say yes and hit enter again. And that is going to take care of the deployment of your resource group. So once this is done, we'll go to the Azure, validate that we have this particular resource group deployed uh, after we are running this code. So actually, while this code is going on, let's just go to our home, go to a resource group, and look for the resource group that we need. So this resource group is still not here. Okay, so keep on refreshing for a little. I still don't have it, so let's just look at it. It says apply complete, and the resource must be there. So tutorial.rg must be there. So let's just go back, remove this one. Sometimes it takes just a minute for the resource group to show up. So tutorial.rg, look at that. So let's now search for it again one more time, and there we go. Voila. So we have deployed our tutorial.rg resource group using our Terraform. That looks so simple, just a few lines of code and everything is there. Now what do you do if you want to add some tags? So that is the great thing about Terraform. So if I can come on over here and click on tags, okay, and tags is saying Azure RM resource group, and if I want to start adding some tags, this is for say tutorial, okay, and then let's see what happens. Right now if I go in here, if you see the tags, there's no tag, and let's just run the apply actually runs the plan for us. So it's saying, hey, you have a problem, incorrect attribute value type, so you have a problem, go and fix the resource group name, appropriate value for tags, map of strings required. So of course, so you cannot just do this. So that is what I like about Terraform. Okay, so tags would be, let me just come back over here. So you need a mapping, like a key value pair is what you need. So let's just do one more time. Tags as your resource group tags, and then let's just see if I can do this way. Tags, then do name, and then I actually do it this way. Tag one, and then call it tutorial. I'm just randomly typing. I don't know this is the correct syntax, but we'll figure it out. How? We'll just run this apply, and if I don't get any error, so I know the tag is now this time key value format, and it says map of string. Look at that. So now it's taking a little bit of time, so hopefully our code is now running. And another thing about Terraform is idempotent. That means when it's deploying, it already knows the existing state. Okay, so it will, what will do, it will modify, it will not actually going to delete this resource group and recreate one, it's just going to update the resource group and add the new tag to it. So it should be tag one is tutorial, and it says that yeah, this is what is going to have happen. This is update in place. It's going to add a new tag tutorial. We're going to do that again. Let's say just say yes, and if the magic happens, what you will see, you'll come back over here, and in this tag where I don't have any tags right now, it will be updated with the tag of our choice. So let's just stay here for a minute, and there we go. As soon as this is done, we'll go and take at the resource group, and we'll end the video there. And I want to break the longer videos into smaller ones, so hopefully I'll meet you in the next video where we'll do some more complicated stuff. So let's just wait for another second. If it takes too long, I'm gonna pause the video, but this is still going. I want to count to 10. If it's not done, oh, it says, look at that. It's yo, Terraform is actually listening to me. It just got scared. All right, so now apply complete and resource zero added, but one change. Look at that. If you're familiar with the Ansible, the output kind of look about, well, I won't say about exactly the same, but Ansible also gives you similar type status once it's all done. So let's just go over here and refresh this resource group view and show me the magic. Show me the magic Azure. Let's see, still trying to figure out if we did something with this particular resource group, and it's taking some time. Hopefully, as soon as this Azure figure it out, what happened, we'll see the tag here. It's taking more than what I think it should. So let me just go back to the Azure group, and let's just come back to the resource group. Let's see, it can reopen the resource group. And as soon as it does, we are going to end the video. So if you like this tutorial, please give me a like. uh, Very simple code, so you don't even need a repository. And let's like the video, leave your comment, and let's meet in the next video to do some more amazing stuff with Terraform. Thank you. And just to show you, here's the tag 1 tutorial which was set by Terraform. Have a good day.